now, Paul had always been the one taking the beatings, taking the wounds in behalf of the gospel. He would visit people, he would get persecuted. This time it was different. It was almost like the devil was taking a different tack, different approach. Instead of him getting persecuted, his new believers were getting persecuted. Thessalonica was the place where Jason, simply the Jewish convert to Jesus, who was their host, whose house Paul and Silas were staying in, Paul stood by while Jason was taken to the public square and publicly beaten. Maybe that's why Paul uses words like orphaned when he talks about the separation he had from those people. Not that they were orphaned, but Paul felt orphaned. You ever had that connection with somebody in the spirit, in a ministry setting, when the Lord is present, a connection that you can't explain? In some ways it's closer than the love between brothers. Paul seemed to have this connection with these poor northern Greece, Macedonian believers. He felt connected to them. He was forced to leave and it ripped him up. He talks about how in Athens he sent Timothy to check on them, find out what had happened, and Timothy came back with the news that the persecutions were increasing. They were continuing, but the people themselves, the new believers, were hanging in there. They were hanging in there. Orphan is such a strong word, a sense of having a father and then having that father torn from you. Paul felt orphaned by the loss of those he loved, of his own children, his spiritual children. Paul was a pastor, and he bore in his heart the burdens of those who he had nourished, those who he had led to the Lord, those who he was an under shepherd for. This is the heart of true ministry, when we love like that.